Hey guys, Clumsy here. Welcome back to Clumsy Trucking Friday. How is everybody doing? Thank you for joining me on this beautiful Friday morning for me. Thursday evening for most of you. Hey guys. What's up? Gold. Hey da. So who was first this time? I think Scotsman was. Scotsman, Mr. Foggy Weather. Finally, the dream has arrived. Although I have heard there are some problems on your end. Let's talk about that today. Maybe we can do something about it. Maybe. Hey Alex, how are you, man? Thank you for joining us always. Have you been trucking? Hey, all good. Music in the background was for hype. Gato, nice to see you here too. And thank you for joining Discord. And yes, da. Gold. And Yurza Dan. Yurza. Remember that correctly, right? Hey Kelly. Glad to see you. Where is RDR2? Red Dead Redemption 2. Ah, there we go. Well, I don't even have a PS4, so you won't find it here. You were foggy weathering. Nice. Do you have access to the new beta as well? Has it been released for all the beta testers now? Let me load up the game. We are going to Russia today, guys, because I kind of forgot, and thank you, Kirill, for reminding me. So a couple of weeks ago, you guys told me that there was a new version of Southern Region, and I absolutely forgot about it. It so totally slipped my mind. And because of all the screenshots from Alex, I was really hyped to get into ATS Mexico Extremo. But good thing is Kirill reminded me. And good thing that the Foggy Weather new beta is only available for ETS2 for now. I tried to see if I could activate it for ATS, but apparently it's more complicated than that. So we are in ETS2. We have Foggy Weather, the main closed beta. This is the new beta test phase that I featured in the latest ETS2 episode in YouTube. Some compatibility and add-ons. And I have the entire package now. I think all the supported Pro Mods maps I downloaded except the Emden one. I haven't tested that before, so I skipped it. Pro Mods Trailer and Company Pack, Pro Mods, Rust Map, all the connections, Paris Rebuild, Scandinavia Mod, Southern Region, Sardinia, Great Step. So all of the above. So it's the entire package. And we have the truck today. Well, I'll just show it to you. The Crash 255, the one suggested by Jay, fits very well with the Southern Region feels. So let's load it and hope. Crap, you're not seeing my screen, are you? I always do that. Well, I hope the voice was enough. Wait, let me show you as well. Let me show you again, because it's oh, you can see it anyway because my face is blocking it. Okay, fine. Let's just load the game. New Foggy Weather. Hey Rohan, glad to see you here. How are you? You watch the videos for some time now, but streams are on a weird hour for your time zone. I completely understand. Yeah. My main game being Euro Truck, but the timing of the stream is not friendly for Europe. It's a bit conflicting. Totally understand, but yeah, some constraints on my end on that part. Xbox is the best console. I don't have any console. Well, I have the Wii U, but it's a bit outdated by now. Oh, and you can see the loading screen if you haven't seen the new Foggy Weather beta test phase before. So completely new loading screen, and there's a Clumsy Geek Presents. Thanks a lot to Kirill for that special tidbit there. 1 a.m. for you and you have work at 9. Ooh, there's the truck. Same for you, 1 a.m. Southern region is looking like Switzerland. Exactly. It's a bit different. Your Foggy Weather mod has one file. The main closed beta. There are a lot of files. There's the main file. There's the Pro Mods add-on. Oh yeah, I think those two are the main ones. Main file and then Pro Mods add-on. You have to make a link if you're using SVN as well. If you're trucking in Russia, get an old rubbish truck that looks like it's from 1910. Does this qualify? You're usually at school when the stream begins. Ah, where are you from, Gato? Are you from my side of the pond? Oh, it's 9:11 p.m. there. Okay, maybe not. This out-of-memory errors you never encountered before. It was working fine before installed Foggy Weather. Yeah, I think it's a bit too hard on your system. What I encountered was, I was encountering more of those, you know, that skybox bugs, where the shadows flicker and whatnot. I was encountering a lot more of those, and I was right now. You see the skybox, the shadows flickering, and the lag is real. That's because if I go to the log, you'll see the bug on the skybox, and that's on SCS side. But I seem to be getting it more often now, and I really feel the bug more now. And I think it's because of the larger textures. I think that's what Kirill also was saying. So it looks like we'll have to set the weather to fix that. So there's the truck. It looks too new, that's true. But what can we do? Struggle to get up in the morning. Yeah, I had the same problem before. Renault Kamaz. It's a Kaz 255. I honestly don't know what the difference is between the different, if they're different brands even. And then at the back here we have XBS's Casborer trailer. I'm not sure if it really fits, but it's the most old school truck or trailer I could find, and you could customize the colors, so not 100% fitting, but maybe it will work. Yeah, maybe it will work. Ah, you're in Brazil. Nice, thank you. Neymar. You are in Canada. It's 9:11 as well. Nice. So same time zone but very different on the, was it latitude wise? You were getting the skybox errors repeatedly as well. I was wondering if it was caused by the scaling. Maybe the high textures and the scaling are having a problem, and I'm not sure if tweaking the parameters for the buffer will help. I haven't tried it yet. The launch parameters, because SCS added that new parameter, and not sure really. It doesn't crash, but it does flicker a lot. Yeah, exactly. Like what Alex says. So let's hear it. Not really sure who did the sounds, but this truck is in the mods list. Okay. Are you enjoying your trip? Are you referring to me, Kelly? My trip? Yes, I enjoyed it very much. Very, very much. Also, you might get a few weirdness with the gearing. If you look at the gear on the overlay versus what we have in the actual truck, it's different. It's because this truck has 14 gears and my overlay cannot anticipate that. It's a bit confused. Renault Kamaz confirmed. Hey Caso, you got stopped by police. Oh crap, they got your license. Why? What did you do? Were you speeding or something? Also, new mug, care of Foggy Weather. Clumsy loves to drive with Foggy Weather. Better foggy than soggy. Love it. And Kirill also changed the mugs, I think, so it doesn't reflect too much. So we shouldn't see an instance anymore whether the white mug is shining like it's the holy mug. Also, let me know if the engine sound is a bit too loud, right? Because I think it is. And that's just 1.0. Auto-modded, yes. That is not allowed in here, unfortunately. Oh, let me show you the map. I like the clock there. Very easy to read. Yes, she did. She liked it very much. So I gave her the Osmo Mobile, like this like monopod with a gimbal, so that when you take videos it's stable. And I ended up using it in the end, but it was like I gave her the product and the service, so the photo service. So it's she liked it very much. So we are in southern region. We have the Great Steppe over here. We have Rust Map over here. We have Pro Mods everywhere. And we have Scandinavia Mod there. We have Paris Rebuilding, well, in Paris. And what else? Did I miss anything? Sardinia should be there. So this is the entire shablam, if you could call it. You will try and see what it does. Yes, G set weather 0 to stop the skyboxes from flickering. Maybe that is what's causing your memory problems. No worries, Kaso. Totally understand. But yeah, family-friendly thing. You have an hour-long rant about how bad. It's fine. We don't need to hear it. We know your feelings on it. So many map mods. Yes. Yes. And thanks a lot to Pro Mods for compiling all of that in one page. The links are all in one page. The mods list is there, the mod order is there, the load order. And thanks a lot to Davey for his compatibility patch to make the older map mods that are not officially updated for 1.32 still working. The only thing is, I was trying to read through the patch notes of Southern Region and I could not determine where the new places were. Either they were not translated to English yet, so I could not read them at all, or they were so small I couldn't see them. If you guys have an idea, let me know, okay, on which side, because we are currently in the middle, more or less. We are in Krasnodar, and I believe this area has been updated as well. In Southern Region 7.5, the newest one, which is compatible with 1.32 ETS2, along with new places, there are rebuilt areas or improved areas, improved cities, improved optimizations, new textures. So let's all see that today. Wow. Thanks a lot, Rohan. Appreciate that. Thanks for the bits. 200, and good to see that that Streamlabs is working again. The fact that you have 4 GB of RAM doesn't help either. That is very true. Go download some. So yes, I'm not sure where the new place is, but so I guess we could just go anywhere, and then let's try to make the most of it and try to take the most interesting cargo. There, Guamka, Nizegorodskaya, Apsheronsk. I was trying to look for those. I couldn't though. Either they were very small, or maybe that's that one. That one. Because I downloaded the Southern Region English translation, but I think that English translation was for 7.2, not for 7.5. So maybe the newest cities have not been translated yet. That's what I understand. There we go, Rohan taking the #1 spot. Gold. In the Grey Mother voice. When we pass by one, we'll see when we go through some humps, probably. That will come out. Okay. Did I choose anything yet? Probably not. Probably not. There's also quite an interesting mechanic area at my back. We'll see how it works. But let me choose a job first. Gold, yay! Gold indeed. You made very salty. Okay. Slavyansk Kuban. Timashevsk. Timashevsk. Maybe this one. No, that's Greek. That is not Russian at all. Kropotkin. Can you go there? Korenovsk. I guess we go west first. We can go west. I think there are a lot of new areas in the west. Also a couple of interesting cargo in here. I don't think I've seen some of these before. Nylon cord, roof lights. Do you guys know if any mod added any cargo? Not sure who did this. Or if this is part of SES default. Because that's very interesting. You're sulking. You also experience game crashes with RJL Scania. That's strange. Does it even without foggy weather? So many places to choose. Route length. Dombai. Thanks, Kelly. Missed you guys too. But now we're back. We're back in business. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Red Dead Redemption playthrough. I didn't. Honestly, I didn't. Because I would just get envious. Because I would have no way to play it. So maybe when there is a PC release date, I will watch. Was it good? I'm going to assume it's good. Let's take a warm-up. Let's go to Novorossiysk. This is the one. This is the city that connects to ProMods via ferry. I remember there should be a connection to Romania. But I don't think I have that enabled. Yeah, I might not have downloaded that, but it's fine. We're not going to ProMods country anyway. Let's go with that. Roofing felt. So tempted to go non-PC right now. Do you have a console? Then you can just jump out and jump in. Right? Let's detach the trailer. I'm going to hope that then I can attach to it next time. And yes, it comes with a tandem version. This truck comes in a tandem, or it can be in a tractor kind of thing, semi. Game just dies on the loading screen when you click on drive. Maybe you're missing a fix or something. Not really sure. Also, does that dashboard look familiar for you guys? So the mechanic in this area is over here, and I'm not sure if the door opens or anything, but it's behind here, I think. Does it? Yes, it does. It actually does. Nice. Where's the mechanic icon though? There we go. And it only appears once you get inside. Very nice, right? Very nice touch. The only thing is if you have a trailer, it might be a bit difficult to pass through there. Let's try not to fall in that hole. Not sure if you can fall in it. Yeah, he says it works. I think I tried it in 1.32 and I was fine. Thanks a lot, Kelly. Glad it did the trick somehow. So let me just show some of the config options in here. This is a beautiful truck. Very nice reco from Jay. It's very customizable. It's very polygon friendly. I had a look at the number of triangles here. Very optimized, but looks good. Doesn't feel low quality at all. Only one option for the cabin. Yeah, as I mentioned, this is the one. It can come with a fifth wheel, or you can do it like a tandem with the, what do you call that? That hitch there. And then you can have different kinds of how do you say, boxes. You pay something on your game. What is that? Yeah, it's the workshop version. I'm not sure if I got the workshop version. Euro 2 Force is what I'm using here, 500 horsepower. And this is the one. Look at the differential here, guys. Super high. 6.15, 8.21. Very, very high differential. This is the lowest one I could find, 4.59. I think this is because it's more for off-road. So it's really for going through those tricky spots. And we have some kind of very homey feels here, like a carpet on your ceiling. Very nice. And all these are customizable. Yeah, even the seats customizable, the floor. So in terms of paint jobs, simple colors, or the only thing that has another design is the army. Oh yeah, I like that fire extinguisher there. Although couldn't that like get stolen because it's outside? If you park your truck, leave it, the next day that fire extinguisher might not be there anymore. All of your mods have been working fine. Maybe do you have an older version of RGL's Scania? Maybe you should sell it first or something to be safe. So here you can have like different options for the light bar, simple ones. And of course I went on the full on, like I'm not sure how you call that even, for off-road probably, right? Bull bars. The lights, it even comes with its own lights. The fog lights here. Tires are customizable. There are two options. You can choose something like more for daily city driving, I guess that is. Right? We can go with that. But it looks more pro. It looks more real with this one. So let's stick to that. You can have a spare tire in there. Or not. And then this one, you can have like... I'm not sure what that is. Where's the door? Where can you enter? Oh, there, okay. A passenger thingy. A very interesting design. You can have it as a flatbed. Well, not flatbed, but an open or closed one. Or a full-on military setup. That can be quite interesting as well, huh? If you add a trailer, that might work. That might actually work better than having that one. No, I like this one. Let's keep it. Yeah, mods can be very, very tricky. It's how do you say, double-edged sword. Where is Jay? He is probably doing some IRL stuff. Or doing some secret stuff. ETS2. Oh, the event for ETS2. Look at how much I've done. Look at how much I've done. 0. I have not done any job at all. I find it a bit conflicting with the recent direction from SES. And also because I'm busy space trucking. But I'm not too interested because you have to get rid of the major improvements or new features in the ETS2 world. For one, you can't have pro mods enabled. Or you can, but it's a bit forced. It's very tricky to get the proper jobs. And 2, you can't even use your own trailers. So I find it a bit going backwards. So as much as I would like to enjoy the reward, the loading screen, or the, how do you call it? I think I'm going to skip on this event. Foggy weather stuff, yeah, could be. I really like these opening doors. We have one more when we leave this establishment. This is a very nice garage slash mechanic. area. Very custom prefab built. Not even sure if this is new, but I do like it. Automod is touchy tonight. Yeah. Automod has its moods. So be on the lookout, guys. When you see the shadows flicker, let me know, okay? So I can set the workaround, because it does tend to happen quite often. Really? You've never tried RJL Scania before? Interesting. With IR. What is IR? You got automoted again, I just saw. Now, how do you park this when you can't see anything on your back like that? I guess you go outside. Well, that's a bit far. Okay, let's cheat a bit. Let's see if that will connect at all. Well, looks like it doesn't. Actually, now that I think of it, I've never attached this before. This trailer, I simply teleported, that's why it got attached. Cheater! So I'm not sure if it works if I just back onto it. Do you guys remember if this trailer from XBS is compatible with advanced trailer coupling? Although this truck, I'm not sure if it's compatible with the advanced trailer coupling, so might not go both ways. That's not going to fly. Hasn't been updated since June 21. Yeah, I remember I tried it before though and it worked for me. But I can't remember if I had another fix on top of it. So go and check out the forum post. Oh, it works! It works! Beautiful. Beautiful. The legs even lift up. That's XPS for you. Good. Okay, let's get going. So how do we get out of this place? I also like the lights. The green old school lights. Very 90s maybe? We'll have to take some photos for sure. And then here, I think this is where it opens as well. We're going out. Although, I don't think I can do it with that turn. The mods link is semi-updated depending on what you're looking for. If you're looking for this truck or the map combinations, the versions, then yes, it is updated. At least it should be. I updated it last night. Open Sesame. Beautiful. So where are we going? Left or right? I think right. Actually, you know what? Let me review which establishment we're getting that from. Let me see. Collecting it from that place. KCC? Where is that? Zooming in. Oh, that one. Okay. Left and then right. Okay, got it. So yes, the skyboxes that you will see now, they are the new Foggy Weather skyboxes, 8K skyboxes. So we will be in for a treat. Ooh, Clumsy trucking reaches Russia. Nice. It's very nice here, huh? Turn left here, I think. But to be honest, there's no way to turn there. Okay, we'll have to go around. Okay, fine. Railroad crossing, very nicely done. And a beautiful roundabout. Let's see how we can go through it. Wait a minute. How the heck do you... Okay. The lines are very easily understood. Easily understandable. Actually, I think I could have gone around from there. Very nice here. I am liking it a lot. And then we have a U-turn slot here. Very interesting. There is an actual U-turn slot built in. Although I'm not sure if it's built for trucks. We can try. Oh crap. Scania T is working fine. Then it should also work. Is there nothing in the game log? By the way, Alex, I remember the logging trailer that you shared by the Australian modder. Very talented guy, that one. And the logging trailer apparently is also available in ETS2. I almost downloaded it, but I decided against it last minute for this truck because I think a logging trailer would fit very well with this. But having like B doubles here in this map might not be the best idea. Does it come with how do you say? Does it come with normal, like a single semi-trailer? So where do I go here? I think this is where I go. Very interesting layout for the road. Looking very nice as well. Let's take a photo here. I am getting a lot more flickers though, or not flickers, stutters. Interesting. Why? What did you do, Kaso? Why did the police get your license? Are you speeding or something? Oh, that is very nice, isn't it? That looks so real. That looks so real. Let's get that. Let's get it a bit wider. That can work. My FPS is okay, but I am getting these weird stutters that I'm not sure where it's coming from. It's either the bug from the skyboxes or something in southern region. We'll see though once we get driving more. In the end, they told you to give them the ID. Just a warning. Just a warning, but they got your license. How will you get it back? Yar! Hey Jack. How's it going? Have you finished the reveal for the BGS in simulation or in scenarios for Elite Dangerous? Spill the beans, man. I haven't watched it yet. I completely forgot that there was something like that. That there was a stream. Sorry guys. I'm looking for a right angle, and I cannot seem to find it. That looks pretty nice as well. I like the bend there. Frame rate should be better with the new beta. Yeah, frame rate shouldn't be a problem even with 8K. Registration vehicle. You're going to go there to get your license. Good luck. Oh my goodness. Tell me more. Tell me more. What changes will be added? Yeah, you see those stutters? Not sure where they are coming from. Maybe it's the city loading up. We'll see. We will see. Why is there a photographer here? I hope I didn't miss my turn. I think this might have been it. Sorry, beautiful car. I think you're in for a treat. Sure thing, Rohan. ID and also verification that you're son of the Padrone? What is that? And what is this? Why am I not able to get in? Is this one way? There we go. It worked out. Somewhat. What the heck are you driving? It's the Imperial Cutter. Don't you recognize it? I got a new paint job. Doesn't it look majestic? That's the one. Even comes with a gate and everything. I like how the prefabs are modeled, are structured. They look so different. Even if this actual prefab is like a familiar face, the fact that it's like on a side street like that adds a lot of appeal for me. Makes it very different. What is up with that term? US Army. Yeah, it's Russian military. Well, yeah, Alex saw what word was caught by Automod, and it's it perfectly makes sense. If you combine some of the words that you said, it will it will arrive at a quite interesting word. Automod has been drinking tonight. Friday came early for him, huh? Maybe. And where's the job? The job is gone? Oh, I'm at a different pickup point. What the heck? After all that trouble, we went to a different one. Bye, Mrs. Clumsy. Okay, let's get salt and spices instead because I'm too lazy to get that. There, that's the one. What is that sound? Like the air brakes. Yeah, was it you this time? By the way, Jack, how is the missus? Is her nose fine? Pod bay doors opening. Oh, yeah, the gate thing. I see. Yeah, that might have been it. Don't tell me it won't fit in here. There we go. Right, let's see how this works. It actually got turned around because this is an articulated trailer. Well, Actually I could. No, but it has a dolly. Does it? Yeah, I think. Okay, so let's not even think about reversing this one. Let's keep it as it is. You can just see where the dog bit her. Man. That's scary. But it's good to hear that she's doing fine. The GPS placement on this thing is a bit awkward. Like normally you wouldn't look up, so you would have to look up just to see where you're going, and by that time usually you would have missed your turn. I wish the GPS would have been put like, I don't know, just there or something. By the way, there is an accessory. Oh yeah, look at this. This is weird. It's wanting me to go through the U-turn slot again, but this time instead of taking just the roundabout, I'll try to take the roundabout, see if it works. And this one I think we can discover later. Actually, let's go through it now. Russian GPS, right? I remember a time when I was bit by my own dog. I was trying to reach for him. Like he was like a one lazy guy. And you know how dogs are like loyal, and when you arrive they're like super happy that you arrived and that you're back when they missed you and everything. That's where we should have gone. That's where we should have gone. Okay. So close yet too far. So this dog was not like that at all. He was a Japanese Spitz, I think his breed was. And he was one of those lazy guys who just lounged around and like didn't have a care in the world of what you were doing. But I wanted to pet him, but he wasn't having it. And he was under the sofa or something like that, under a bench. And I was trying to reach for him, and he wasn't having any of it. He was being lazy bones about it, I think. And he bit me. The darn dog bit me. So yeah, it's I had to go to the hospital, had to get injected for anti-tetanus shots and whatnot. Good thing he had shots, so there was no rabies or anything. But yeah, it became a bit traumatic for me. Other companies now wondering where that darn driver is. Well, we haven't really signed the contract, so we're safe. It's just a gentleman's understanding, a gentleman's agreement. And I apparently am no gentleman. Whoa, it's a big truck. Did I actually hit him? Clumsy trucking got clumsified. She was at A&E until around 4 a.m. but they cleaned and dressed and cut plus tetanus just in case. Yeah, totally relate to that one. Good to hear she's doing fine. Stay safe. Yes, get well soon for her. Just don't hit anything. Good. The Russian T-34. What is the Russian T-34? Now the game works fine. Well, as long as it works. As long as it make it work. Are you turning right or are you going straight? You're going straight and you're mocking me. Go ahead already, bro. Oh my goodness. Don't make me go through there because I'll hit you. A tank. Is the beta starting next week, Jack? So I'll for sure get into it during the Wednesday stream if it is. Oh, come on, pull through. There's a car behind you. Hopefully it didn't hit him. Next Tuesday, perfect. Yes. You'll get into that then. Also, by the way, this Imperial Cutter is insane to pilot. It's the driftiest ship I've ever flown. It feels so weird. Like I can't use any of my thrusters at all. Just the how do you say? The default thruster works. The main thruster. But the lateral, vertical, they barely make my ship move. It takes some getting used to. But I'm starting to like it really a lot. Feels like I'm flying a real plane, you know, a normal plane and not the ship, where you can only go straight mainly, and the other axes are just for adjustment. Let's go around here. I think, yeah, that's the right one. I am liking this map. And the combination of southern region, next-gen textures, foggy weather, all that stuff. I think it's all really appealing to me. Might have spoken too soon. There's a car behind me, yet again. Scenarios look awesome. Oh man, I have to watch the video now. After the stream, I'll watch it. Next Gen Texture 1.4 is out tomorrow. Nice. Nice. Definitely try that one. And the guy is not moving anymore. Come on, bro. I'm the poor truck. He didn't stop for me. Oh my goodness. This game. Am I going to hit that barrier? Oh, missed it by a hair. Stay clear. Oh, that's a cop. Oops. That's where you need a tank, exactly. Now that idea of a T-34 was it? Now that is starting to appeal to me. Man, this is a very nice place. Very nice straight strip. Clumsy is violating rules. Mom! BGS is changing for the better too, with system factions to be able to be in multiple states. Nice, that's better. Because sometimes it doesn't make sense. Outbreak, boom. But then the other factions don't comply or are not consistent with it. It's a bit conflicting or limited. Man, that looks good, doesn't it? Phew. Loving the reflections there. The thing about foggy weather, I think even with this simple skybox, no clouds at all, the lighting is just so good. The lighting just looks so real. So even without the clouds, it adds so much to the game. Goodness. Yeah, I definitely have to check that one. Maybe make it wide, make it dramatic. Can't see the truck anymore though, but fine. Shadows are better too, more defined. Exactly, yes. Right, that's a good point. is a very good point. Love it. It seems like the stuttering has gone. It might have been in that area in the city, which is causing the stuttering. Because now it's much better. If there's a gentleman, is there a gentlewoman? Ask Jack why there is not. Ask, it's his language. There's a lady though. Oh, by the way, I got a key. You guys remember the game Railway Empire? This like Transport Fever like game, but focusing more on the. It has very like I think it has the best track making mechanics, and it focuses more on the older trains. There is a new DLC coming out, or has come out already. I'm not really sure. Where it crosses over to South America, I think. Is it the... Are you guys familiar with the... Do you pronounce it as the Andes River? It features that. Has some very nice mountain ranges as well, I think. I might give it a go because they gave me a key. I got a mail yesterday. I haven't replied to them yet, but I think I'll try it out. So stay tuned for a video on that sometime next week. It's been a while since I played it, and I think there have been a couple of updates. With a feedback UI, so you can now see what is actually happening and how your actions change it. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'll have a look. I'll definitely watch that video. I watched the first 5 minutes or something, and I was so amazed with the time counter they have. So you know this, when you have a stream, when you have a countdown like what I have this simple countdown, right? For them, the ones who are the Elite Dangerous makers, was it Frontier? They have it moving. They have an actual video where it's like the ship flying, entering hyperspace or things like that, just in time for the 0 countdown. Looks so good. So pro. I want something like that. Okay, good again. What the heck? Was it just me, or did you guys see that as well? Let's go and stop by. Let's have a look what happened there. We aren't loading. Yes, I think we're safe from loading logs tonight, thankfully. I think loading logs is the next Conan Exiles. Oh, the car is still alive. Still alive, look at that. Clumsy car. And they are actually passing through the fuel station. Very nice. Very nice. Noob a bad word? Not really. It's not a very courteous word if you use it to, like, how do you say, belittle other people. But if it's done in a light manner, a joking manner, then it's fine. Like, you see that? Getting a lot of stutters. When things are loading up, I'm getting super stuttery. Oh, and I think the skybox is acting up again. Look at that. The changing. Now it's better. Yeah, it's weird. Very weird. I remember it didn't happen so often before, but Kirill said it happens the same. It's just that you notice it a lot more now. Yeah, that's a real downer. Because you have these amazing skyboxes and you get bottlenecked by that SES bug. I hope SES fixes that. because it's a real immersion breaker. You will have to go back and watch the last VOD. PC blew up just as you settled down with a coffee. What I would suggest you do, Jack, is you watch the episode later, because the episode later is where I first fly the cutter, and you might find a few things you can comment on there. Thanks a lot for all the help, by the way. Wouldn't have been able to reach that without you, and wouldn't be even playing Elite without you bad influencing me. Now Foggy Weather and RGS scan is working fine. Maybe your system was just tired the last time you played it. I think AI is too new for her flavors. Well, yes, no doubt about that. No disagreement there. Looks like Clumsy trucking is pretty popular in Russia. It looks like, yeah, almost forgot about these potholes. Hides. Well, because cars are stopping in the middle of the highway, and you know what will happen. Oh yes, that is a recipe for disaster. Like, look at the difference in texture here. The left side versus the right side. And I understand that those are... But yeah, that looks much better for me. And I think that's what, in general, that's what Grimes' real environment mod for ATS does, right? It lessens the saturation of the different textures, so it looks a lot more realistic, more subdued. Should be on the left. I love these roundabouts. Very nice to drive in. Except for the sometimes getting in the way trucks on your lane. Nightbot is feeling chatty today. Struggling a bit here. There we go. I also like the sound system. JVC. Like, you have these huge speakers, as if the cab was so humongous, right? And that's a customizable thing. You can remove that if you don't like it. Oh, what is this? What is this? And for sure, we will not just let this pass. No, I didn't. Because Kirill advised to keep it default for now. So I didn't tinker with it yet, but I think I will. It might help with the bug if I increase the parameters. Have you tried any of those launch parameters before, Alex? 2 mugs. Yes, now we can cheers ourselves. That's a bit sad, isn't it? Doing a cheers kind of thing all by yourself. But we have 2 mugs, so we can do it. Man, that looks really good. Yeah, this truck is amazing. I like it. Perfect vibe. And the sky. Oh my goodness, that sky. Let me adjust this a bit for the thumbnail, because I think that will work wonders. Perfect. Having mozzarella at 3 o'clock. I like the sound of that. That Alex guy is around here somewhere. He'll come out later. don't have the stutters though, it's very smooth. And that's why it's so contrasting. Like you have this very smooth frame rate, and suddenly you get the skippity up. And that was the autosave, so nothing we can do there. Actually, we can do something there. I can set the save format to 0, but that will invalidate Trucksbook. Alex, are you still using Trucksbook? Still haven't decided if I will go with it because of the save format slowdown. Yeah, there we go with the stuttering again. And that seems like the weather thing. See how often we're encountering it? And now we're back. Stopping in the middle of the road is a thing. Yes, it has. Yes, it has. Rohan got the gold. Speeding offense. 40. I'm driving at 20. It might have been 20 for like 1 centimeter. And look at that stutter. Not sure if Skybox is causing that though, but this is the most intense stutter I've ever encountered. Look at that! Goodness. Let's see if that's Skybox issue. It is. It doesn't always appear in the log, but it seems to appear. It seems to be the thing, because when I set the weather to 0, it fixes itself. I'm not sure, but maybe the game cannot handle 8K so much. 8K textures, maybe it's a bit too much. Would changing the buffer page size make a difference? Buffer page size, you mean in Windows? Not so sure. Also not familiar with the technical aspect, but I had the impression that it was more like a thing that you need only if you don't have enough RAM. Like it uses that buffer page size. The SES one, the SES parameters. It should, they said it should. I remember there is a setting that they added in the recent patch, and there's a thread in the SES forums where they tweak with those settings so that they can maximize more their systems. So I think we'll have to tweak that. Maybe let's finish this job, let's tweak that a bit, and let's see if it works. Can be changed to load more items on computers that can handle it. I think you might be onto something there, Alex. Yeah. Because if we're loading 8K textures, it might help to load that in advance instead of on the spot, so it doesn't stutter at all. That's the theory, at least. We'll try it out later. You can change it in the console. Oh, really? Oh, nice. Can you give me the parameters? I thought it was a launch parameter setting. Our buffer page size 20 is what we use. Ah, interesting. Our buffer page size, the default is 10. Okay, let's try 20. And if the game crashes, it's a very nice trailer. Then let's chalk it up to science if it crashes. Let's see if this helps. In your case, did it seem to help with the stutters? I was going to say that, but I thought I was going to be nice. So I backpedaled at the last minute. Your resolution is 1920 by 1080. So yours could be like 19 or 20. Actually, I'm not sure how you compute that. But I'm using 1080 as well with 300% scaling. I'm not sure how you compute the number or if it's mainly trial and error. Man, it's bumpy here. It seems to be helping so far. It seems to be stable so far. Let's see when we get to the next town. But if you're moving a lot around, moving through the map, I think it should be even more apparent. Because from what I've seen, it usually triggers when you move. Or maybe that's because when you move, the time goes by faster, so the skyboxes change faster. Not sure which is which. Yes, we have to try before we say it. My goodness, look at my steering wheel. Bumpy much? That guy doesn't seem to have a problem though. I like this, the Pro Mods trailer and company pack. They sure added a lot of trailer skins. I like it. And even trailer models, I think, at some points. Crap, this is our turn. Oh, last minute braking. Please don't flip over. Thank you. 2-point hospital. Maybe not in the near future. When I played it last time, it didn't get a lot of traction. And it was a bit repetitive after a while. So maybe not anytime soon. Full so flatten that road for you. That intense, huh? Actually, let me just try something. Okay, nice. I was trying to see if I flick the switch now, if the overlay gear would change, but no, it still says 6H, and only when I step on the clutch does it change. Okay, perfect. That's what I wanted. The mirrors being covered by the truck triggers you so much. Oh, that is a very good point. Let's adjust it. That is a very good point. No wonder I couldn't see anything. Let's do that one. I usually don't mind because I hit things anyway, so it's doesn't help tons for me, but if it triggers you less, then that's good. No, it's going to be helpful even for me. And one sec, I actually forgot something. I forgot to change the field of view. Because I usually go 66. That's my magic number for the FOV in this game. And look at that, we can actually see the map from here. If we pull back a bit. Actually, I should have done this. Go up a little. Look down a bit. Yeah, that's perfect. Although that means we have to adjust the mirrors again, but that's fine. Sometimes computer can give you frustrating when nothing works. Oh, definitely. Yeah, speaking of frustrations, I posted it in the Discord yesterday. I got a problem with my USB ports. They got unpowered, so my hard drives, external hard drives weren't working. The USB ports in the front of my casing weren't working, and I thought that my PSU was failing. I thought I was due for an upgrade. But apparently it was Windows being weird. It was Windows disabling the entire USB, that entire network of USBs. So some of them were working, but that part, that segment was not. So I was not really able to see and use them. So when I went to Device Manager, I saw that it was disabled by Windows. I just disabled and re-enabled it, and that made it work. So that was a huge relief for me. GPS on top, I don't like it. Look at that skull looking at you. It's a bit scary. Let's say that's the Halloween special. That's as Halloween as I can get. Anything on top of the cab is bad. I don't like it either, but we work with what we have. At least we can see it at an angle now, at a glance. How far do you have to go, guys? Just remember that you guys have the GT overlay. Whereas you can see the ETA. In real life, MBs have the radio on top. It's awful. Like that. Or maybe at least they put it there. 33, 1500 kilometers. What a troll. You're developing amnesia. Dark descent. What is that? Removed only the one? It was like that. Ah, I see. So it worked. Nice. Top left, I see. Destination Iceland. That's only a job. That's a job only Alex can handle. Those long hauls. Where are we now? Okay, try and read that. Doesn't help us so much. Oh crap. Doing a lot of last minute braking in here. Yes, like see that trailer? That looks so good. It's a Crony trailer as well. I think that's part of the trailers and company pack, right? And I think I'm flickering it again. Maybe not, maybe it's just the city loading. Not loading. You couldn't handle that job on this truck. Very nice Eddie Stowbar trailer. How many axles? 4? Now that's one nice looking trailer. Wowzers. Do you guys still see a lot of Eddie Stowbar trailers or trucks in your part of the woods? I guess Jack would, huh? It is hard to develop a game. Oh, true that. True that. Lots of cars in here. The brakes on this thing. You can see the red bar filling up. Last minute braking. I think it's also because I don't have a good sense of the road, so I cannot anticipate when the turns are. Come on, guys. Oh, come on. There's an ES depot a few miles from here. Nice. So you can do a lot of truck spotting there. Some people do that, right? They go to the depot and wait for the trucks to come out and then they take pictures. I saw that in the Eddie Stowbar series before. Very old season. So I go here. Please don't drive into me. Thank you. And confirm that the problem of core mod Steam is behind the scene. What do you mean? Oh, you have to go now. Okay. Stay safe, man. Thanks a lot for being here. Thanks a lot for hanging out. Take pictures and make a note of the tractor's name. Yeah, exactly. That's the one. Yes. And they try to spot all the trucks, I think. Like this one. Didn't anticipate that we had to turn right here. I blame the GPS on top. And dodge the police. That's a good advice. Oh, and yes, by the way, guys, so I might have an upgrade that is lined up. I might be able to spend some money on upgrading the PC or my gear, and I was wondering if you had any ideas or any suggestions on where I can order that. I have some ideas, but before I share it, I want to get your inputs, because Mrs. Clumsy has another target. So she already knows what she wants for Christmas, and of course when she gets something for Christmas, I get something too, like the earrings, if you guys remember that one. So this time she wants this Dyson Where's the traffic light? What the heck? Corrupt police. No, it is Tobert in Brazil. Makes sense. Yeah. What signal? Maybe it was hidden by the trees. So yeah, this time Mrs. Clumsy is liking the Dyson. I don't know what you call it, but it's like this revolutionary hair dryer and curler kind of thing, where you basically like this device, you put it close to your hair, and your hair actually like wraps around the thing. Your hair, you know it, like when there's static and your hair lifts, it's something like that. Like your hair moves towards the thing and curls itself around it, and when you release it after a few seconds, it's curled up. So it's like magic. So she likes that, but it being a Dyson is a very pricey brand. So I think I have a few upgrade allowances for my PC. It might be something we can do for. It better be diamond encrusted. That's true. Maybe I can suggest, maybe you'd like an earring with that. Maybe you'd like a necklace with that dryer or curler or whatever you call it. Yeah, I was already window shopping, because with the event from yesterday, when I thought my PSU was going to bite the dust, it got me thinking, what if my PSU bites the dust? Because my PSU is closely reaching, I think it's more than 3 years already, my PSU, or almost 3 years, something like that. And normally the PSU I think lasts only for around 5 years. So I was thinking maybe I could get a new casing, a casing that is more friendly for overclocking. You know, better airflow, better space, better PSU. And then maybe if I have enough money, if I have enough allowance, I can buy a custom CPU cooler as well. Maybe I can get into water cooling as well. I remember you guys recommended that to me. Alex, you're using a water cooled setup, right? And you don't have to replace the water. Things like that. That was always my impression before. Like, it's water cooled, so you had to refill the water every day or something. And I was like, no way I'm doing that. Water cooled setup. PSU problems mean a whole new computer. Oh man, that will get pretty pricey pretty quick. And no wet feet yet. Cross your fingers so it doesn't get jinxed. Very nice indicators in this truck, I just noticed. Very clicky. Water-cooled systems are sealed these days, so no topping up needed. Okay, that's good to hear. That is good to hear, because I would not like if I had to maintain it. But yes, I'll probably go with that, and with that I should be able to overclock my CPU a lot more. because right now it's at 76 degrees, and it's not it's often that it reaches 80 at some points. And being in Singapore, where it's everyday hot, and being in an air-conditioned room, it doesn't really help me much. So if I have better airflow, better cooling, it might lead to better performance. If I can overclock it, it can help a lot. Maybe help also with the longevity of the parts. Hey Christopher, hola, how are you? Thanks for joining. Why didn't it trigger? Did I not go through the thing? You could go for a belt system but get it the right way around. What is a belt system? I think I overshot the parking. So what I'll do is I'll go straight and reverse it. That might not be the best idea, knowing that this trailer has a dolly and it could go wrong at any minute. Like so. But we can see. Maybe we can find a way around it. There we go. Like a boss. Nah, I just got lucky. Habla español? No. No, unfortunately not. Yes, English. If I could, I would, but cannot. So with that, excellent. Ooh. Let's see if we can find the job right from here. So I started window shopping for PC cases. I might get into a Cooler Master. Forgot the model, but something like that. We'll see. Why does everyone want to go outside? It didn't get logged. Really? Even in Trucksbook? Basically two metals join, but one side is very cold and the other side is very hot. Oh. So that's even more sophisticated than a water cooling system. So it passes the heat around by doing that. It's interesting. Okay, we can go through here. ALMAR chimney systems, 21 tons. A bit heavy. Or we can, let's go to Novorossiysk. Yes, onions, 21 tons. And then from here, let's find a job. I think I like that one. Kind of. Nice. Oh, did you mean your job didn't get logged, or this job of ours didn't get logged? The game crashed during your job. Okay. Yeah. That's why it didn't get logged. Let's see. Let's go and drive in the evening. I want to see how foggy weather looks like in the evening. My job log, nice. Okay, great to hear. Thank you. Wait. Maybe it didn't get logged on VT log. Look at that. Customer expects delivery very soon. Already. Well, someone's in a rush. Let me see. Eventually it logged. Okay, just a bit delayed. That's good. It's good enough. I think this is the new area. Might be. Because it's still gray. Anyway, we'll see it. There you go. Thanks a lot, Kato. Going to stop for me? No, of course not. Wow, what is that? You know what I'm thinking of? We're seeing all these beautiful trailers, but I'm not sure if they are performance friendly. They seem too good to be true. It might be contributing to the stutter if these are high quality trailers, high polygon trailers. What the heck is this guy doing? But I do like the variety, so maybe it's worth the trade-off. Or maybe it's not performance heavy, I don't know. Maybe I was just looking for something to blame. I haven't really measured the trailer triangles from Pro Mods. I just took it at face value, but it's good. A pic on the trailer. That's a very interesting name. Foggy Weather hype. How's our fuel doing? Fuel is almost full. Speaking of fuel, I almost ran out of fuel a while ago, Jack. I went to, and this is really dangerous. I went to Todd McQueen to upgrade my multi-cannons, and I went back to Nyokujinun, and I was like, there's like a sliver of fuel left, and I got that 5% fuel left warning. I was so nervous. I didn't want to have the fuel rats. Didn't want to have to call the fuel rats. Nice. Krone container. How do they call it? They're gooseneck trailers. Actually, that kind of fits as well, huh? The container trailer. No, not really. Not really so much. I remember with this setup, maybe that's why I went with this setup. While we were in Switzerland, we came across one military truck, tandem setup. It looked so cool, it looked so heavy duty. It even seemed armored to a point. Like it was so massive and so solid looking and so stuttery. Okay, we're having the skybox issue again. Okay, good. But maybe it takes longer now. I think it's less often now. You have got Eddie Stolbert DVD. Oh, nice. I haven't watched all the seasons yet. I think I was only able to watch until season 3. And I think I only watched it in YouTube. Because it was in YouTube for the first few seasons. Unfortunately, Netflix doesn't carry it. Where is everybody? My goodness, the stutter is real. Alex, do you know if the parameters, like the buffer you gave me, the buffer parameter, is different from the launch parameters that have been added recently? Oh yeah, there we go with the bug. See? It happens so often. So weird. You got them off Amazon. Oh, maybe there is, huh? Okay, let me have a look. I would want to watch that. Although, I didn't really look there because I was like, not really looking for DVDs anymore, you know? In the digital age, like, everything's online. So I was expecting to get something to be able to stream it and whatnot. That skybox looks so good. Let's take a photo. Even if it is clunky. Exactly, Scotsman. That is the price for being part of the beta. And now I think... Okay, I thought it crashed on me. Oh my goodness, that looks so good. That looks so good. I am speechless, guys. Speechless. This is just a whole different level altogether. That is a thumbnail shot right there. Just showing off the sky. Max resource size and temp buffer size. And what we changed was buffer page size. I'm seeing two buffer sizes here, but maybe those are different because that one in the launch parameters are temporary buffer size. Launch parameters are what you set in Steam. Like, go to library, right click properties on ETS2, and there's like a field there where you can set launch parameters, like dash the name of the field and then the number, and then that's how you customize those. So it's a different thing. It's not the usual console command or something you edit in the... Oh, that's even better, isn't it? Because you can see more of the truck and more of the beautiful sky. My goodness. Yes, give me that one. Let me just adjust it a bit. Shoo. It also comes with the new dust particles, I think. Oh, it was shy. Yeah, you see? The new dust particles. From Foggy Weather as well. Cool. So when you're driving on dirt roads and stuff, dirt roads or when it's raining, you see that. Changing the launch parameters will only clean up the game log but not really stop the stuttering. Ah, that's true. Yes, that's what I understood from his message as well. I wonder how we can fix it on our side though. It might be only SCS who can fix it. Hey Sergeant Hellcat. We love USSR Army trucks. Welcome to the stream. You'll be right at home with this one then. I'm not very sure of the particulars, but I think it changes the way how the game loads, or how much the game loads at one time. So if your system can handle it, then it can maximize your system more. I think that's the gist. Cannot see my trailer at all, so I'm going to hope that I'm not hitting anything. This bend here looks so good, by the way. And there we have the bug again. I think, yes. I think it's I think the setting the weather doesn't really fix it. I think it only alleviates it or postpones it. Yeah, so setting that doesn't really get rid of the problem. It just postpones the thing until it can happen again. So there is a real underlying cause there. Thank you for following, Sergeant Hellcat. And maybe I can call you Hellcat. Maybe that's easier. Thanks for the follow and welcome to the stream. Buffer size allows your game to load more details sooner. There you go. So like it's caching it up. It's like preparing it in advance, so it doesn't have to load it on the spot. Because when it loads it on the spot, then that's when the stutter appears. That's my view on it, but take that with a grain of salt because I am very bad at these technical details. It should help in cities. Ah, there you go. Because Jay is not here, you guys are taking his role. Hellcat works, nice. Exactly. That's true, that's true. Something must have come up. Hope he's doing fine. Hope he's okay. Can we try it? What if I set it to 1? It will rain, right? There. And then if I set it to 0, maybe that fixes it better. Can we try the launch parameters? Can you guys help looking at the SES forums and looking for the suggested values from the smart guys over there, so we can start with something, and let's observe if it helps with the stuttering or not. Merch still works. Yes. Oh yeah, speaking of merch, forgot to show you. I'm wearing the reversed CG shirt. So you go and get your shirts from that merch link, and you can also get the mug, phone cases, and whatnot. The whole CG merchandise. Bye, Kelly. Have a good one. Thank you for being here, and glad to be back. Oh my goodness, that looks so good. Phew, that looks so good, my goodness. The trees are kind of in the way, but we can we'll make it work. 90 and 512. Okay, thank you. Let me copy that, and then we'll quit the game. We will try that, put that as parameters, and then load it up so we can all test it together. Beta testing for the win. And I think it's perfect because I think that the game just hanged on me right as where we are on that beautiful screenshot moment. The game decides to surrender. And no more water. A model Clumsy truck and trailer. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Although I don't think there is any company that creates the custom toys. See, the game does crash. Case in point, I blame Scotsman now. So what the heck do we do now? Well, we quit the game. We close it. She hand paints them. Maybe he can work on that. Who knows? Okay, let's try this. It's the perfect time to get those parameters working. So I basically put them in the launch parameters, library ETS2, sent launch options. Launch options is the right way, right? The official term. And by the way, if you don't have it enabled, you can have dash no intro, so you don't get the loading ETS2 logo anymore and get right into the screen. If you guys didn't know that. Okay, I think that should be good. Let's try it. No crashes allowed in London. No Alex allowed in London. Is there any way for me to check if the parameters worked? I guess it's mainly up to observation, huh? Beginning to think that. Yeah, usually when your game stutters like that and going into the photo studio, that causes a bit of instability, and usually that's a possible point at where the game can crash or hang. That's what I noticed anyway. Exactly. Yeah, Alex, exactly. I think that's because it needs to load up the game again and does a lot of computations, and somehow it just couldn't handle it anymore. So at least our observations are consistent. Very nice loading bar. You were blaming the extended camera range mod. Actually, I also have that, so I'm not sure. Maybe, huh? But maybe not. I think it's mainly up to the thing. Void K-pop volume. I think that's from Scandinavia mod, right? That error. But shouldn't be bad. Wow, lots of missing garage spawn points. A Renault Premium. I think I have the wrong setting in here. Okay, let's continue and observe if this improves things or if it makes things worse. This is the beauty of modding. High risk, high reward. Oh, we're very close. Very lucky with the autosave. Right before the beautiful part. So far, so smooth. Is this a troubleshooting mod stream? Just like the ATS one, you guys remember that? We spent 2 hours crashing and editing the files, and finally discovering it was the modded trucks in the garage that was causing the crash. Oh, yes, thanks. I missed your message. Put a DIY pelt installation vid in general. You're better off with a water cooler, as pelts are more hands-on and create condensation. Ah, yes, I would not want that. And I think it really hangs on this point. It's weird. Maybe the extended camera... No, but the extended camera shouldn't be a factor. It only removes the limit. Maybe this place is a bit too detailed. And maybe this time the fault is with the map. Let's try to take a photo elsewhere. Maybe I'll just take a photo while we're driving. What does the game log say? I doubt it says anything, but let's double check. Let me see. Game.log. Nothing. The last message is void KD pop volume detected, the Scandinavia mod error, and the logit game exited pause state, game entered pause state, and nothing else. There is a Even the game crash isn't updated. So it's not technically a crash. Just hanged somewhere. Weirdly enough. Only crashes in London for you when you try to cross the Thames. I think it's like an overload on ETS2's part. Maybe along with the 8K textures and all the models that it needs to load, it couldn't handle it anymore. I think that might be it. So sorry about your luck, dude. The bridge just down from Big Ben. Yeah, it's not very friendly for screenshots. For screenshot freaks like us. Wow, that's a tongue twister. Screenshot freaks. At least for me. Please load this time. And please don't crash this time. Okay, I won't take a photo there anymore. Let's let it go. There is on the left of the Foggy Weather logo, there's the vegetation fix. I think if you had the vegetation fix mod enabled, that is lighting up as well. But since I don't have it enabled, that gets turned off. But it's not available anyway. I mean, the mod has been removed, the vegetation fix. So I think Kirill will remove that eventually in the loading screen. That bridge is bad luck. They don't like being on camera. I think that's it. That might be it. There we go. Wow. Looks like there is a huge combustion when you turn on the engine. That may be it. Yes. I think so. Let's just go really slow so we can take a lot of photos like this. Kind of works, doesn't it? Until it doesn't. Actually, I remembered something. If I do 0 pause, I can actually go to developer. I can fly and pause the game. Yeah, like that. Everything is paused. If you F1 while you're in the free camera, the game is actually paused, but you don't get the notice. So you can take screenshots this way as well. The game, you think? That's one. And more of these plots. Take that game, yeah. Clumsy Community 1, game 100. It's owned us more than once. Just one more, guys, just one more. And then we go. That is such a beautiful shot. Right there. Okay, I'm happy. Let's get on with it. And let's observe if the stuttering continues, okay? That time there was a real traffic light, thankfully. No more trolley traffic lights here. That was the first time I think I encountered a fake traffic light, or a real traffic light that's hidden in plain sight. Hey Sheng, 11 months, almost 1 year hype. Hey man, glad to see you here. Are you in the mood for some Russian trucking? We are in the new Foggy Weather world as well, by the way. We're testing the new Foggy Weather beta. I think you should also have access to it now, right? Have you had a chance to try it out? We're also trying out different launch parameters for the buffer. That was a huge stutter, but that might be because of the buffer. More things to load, more time frozen. Comrade Babushka is always ready for Russian trucking. Good to hear. GG man, thank you. Thanks a lot for 11 months. Thank you. You finally got the SVN and the J-Link stuff to work. Nice. It's a very interesting way, huh? It's the first time I was able to make use of the SVN of the make link command, and it's like, wow, this is revolutionary. So where are we headed? Here? No, not here. If only Jazzicat got on board. That would mean a lot less downloads, but that will really blow up your loading time, I think, or your hard drive space. Yes. Honestly though, it's been a while since I've had any Jazzicat points enabled. They just slow down my game, although they are really very good looking. This is a very nice gate. Very nice custom built gate. Very cramped in here though. I wish that gate would open fully so I can avoid shooting my trailer in here. There we go. Off-road hype. The truck just missed a bit of the mud. It was driving on concrete for so long. See how we can park here. That gate is made for keeping the capitalist goods out and the comrades in. Maybe we might be onto something there. There we go. Thank goodness I don't have to reverse it in. Still not done. And now it's done. Wow. That was the longest sequence for turning off the engine I've ever heard. Very nice. Late. Fine. It wants more clumsy trucking. Alright, Jack. Have a good night, man. Catch you next week. We will be space trucking or space exploring. I think exploration will be the name of the game next week. Have a good one. Catch you in Discord. Only thing is, there is nothing going back unless we go with Varenikovskaya. Varenikovskaya? Why not? Apples. Short trips, why not? Have a spacey good time. Yes. And it's now 7:20. And I think... yeah, we're getting the bug again. So we're not safe just because we increased the size. And if we load the console though, yeah, we don't get any of the warnings anymore. Exactly as Kirill mentioned. You don't get any of the warnings, but the stutters are still there. So it doesn't help so much, unfortunately. It's a bit of a bugger. Goodness, I wish SES would fix that combustion hype. Maybe it happens less often though. Let's observe. This is a very nice pickup point. Very custom, right? Love it. Only southern region can come up with these. Is it my favorite skybox? Yeah, I think so too, Alex. It is my favorite skybox. And as Kirill mentioned, it looks even better than before. OMG. I think we have to take a photo. Look at the sun shining against the clouds like that. Beautiful, even though it's lagging. Get rid of that lag. There we go, now it's much better. I wonder, and Kirill will probably hate me for this, is there a way to downscale 8K into 4K? Maybe that will lessen the effect in the meantime while SES hasn't fixed it yet. So we get a bit of a compromise that we get very nice textures, beautiful sun effects, lighting, but we don't get so much of the stutter. I'll float the idea, but I think he'll be insulted with it. Like, after taking the hard work of making it 8K, you want to downscale it to 4K? Well, just an idea. GZ lag 0. Maybe it has to come from someone else, so I don't get shot. But yeah, because admittedly, the issue happens more often now. Do we agree on that? Or at least the issue feels more apparent now. Maybe it happened every time before, but it was not that painful. But now we really feel the stutter. So in that case, maybe it's a technical limitation on SES's side. And maybe it does not play well with 8K. And if that's the case, then maybe we have to build in a bit of compromise to make it work with the architecture, the limitation. That's a Piva suggestion. You only take superior suggestions to Kirill. Yeah. Clumsy hides. Oh my goodness, please don't go away at Skybox. Not done with you yet. I felt the stutter earlier. Yeah, I can feel it all throughout. It's very apparent. And being a very sensitive guy with these stutters, and you remember the time when I even turned off the autosave, the save format thing, just because I encountered the stutter every 5 minutes. Now I encounter it much more often. So I think we have to work with a compromise if the system cannot handle it. Like, look at how much that stutters. Well, eventually it does go away, but you'll have to live with it for quite a while. Oh crap, I want to take a photo here. I wanted to take a photo here. Let's find a way to make that happen. Are you guys stuttering as well, or is it just me? Well, if I'm stuttering, then you must be too, right? Troubleshooting stream, why not? So, if I cannot go, let me save here. Let me first try to go to photo mode, although I think it will crash. You're stuttering as well, okay. So I saved it. At least we can load from here. And photo mode. No. Yep. Oh, it loaded. It loaded. Maybe it just takes a while. Maybe we just need a bit of patience with that. Oh my goodness, a Rohan shot. A beautiful Rohan shot. OMG. Now, can that be a thumbnail? Maybe that can work. What do you guys think? Oh, gives me shivers. I think it was a Rohan shot. Rohan is the only one who can judge. That is amazing indeed. Breathtaking. I literally got goosebumps with that angle. Well, yeah. That's why Kirill loves the 8K so much. Ooh, my favorite skybox is even better than ever now. Let's listen that. Let's take one here. Yeah. It has to be Rohan certified. Otherwise, it doesn't count. And along the same lines, it has to be Jack certified, but Jack never confirms anything. There's always too much truck. So no one ever gets Jack certified, except for Jack. And for those who are joining us just now and are not familiar with that, Jack Spanner likes his shots not very trucky. Like, a Jack shot is something like probably that, where you see a sliver of the truck on the lower left. Maybe that's even too much truck. Hey Barry, not yet. A new beta is currently being tested, but no, it's not yet released. There are still quite a few hiccups. Not really the problem of Foggy Weather, but Foggy Weather is taking the brunt of the effect, of the negative side effect. I am happy with that. True, Jack shot involves full zone. This map tends to be laggy. That's a good point. It might be. Yeah, as part of the patch notes, they said they did they did optimize it though. And when I don't have the bug with the skybox, it's very smooth. Well, not 60 frames, but doesn't stutter like mad. But yes, I think you have a point there, Alex, that maybe because it loads a lot, maybe that causes a bit of the skybox switching. Man, look at the sky from the side view mirror. It looks so good, doesn't it? You're not stuttering much at all in pro mods. With the new Foggy Weather? Maybe it is this map then. Maybe we can drive a little in pro mods area later, just so we can compare. Maybe even SCS area. Let's go to Germany and check it out. See if it's the map that's causing the Maybe it's causing the map. Maybe the map is causing it to go over the limit and causing the bug overall. The new foggy weather. Interesting. Okay, let's try that. Because it does tend to happen more often when you're in cities, I think. So maybe that has a bit of truth in it. That might be what's happening. $40, $60. Very nice roads here though. I was expecting more off-roading today, but we're just being met with beautiful roads and beautiful curves, bends, and beautiful sceneries. Although there are a few potholes along the way, like this, but overall, very nice. New mod. Oh, I like that. I like the sound of that one. What is it? Okay, so let's deliver this, and let's do a job in pro mods and see how it's different. If it is different. Ah, I know that, yes. Rohan, I remember Rohan was recommending that a lot before. I think it's in the Steam Workshop, right? I never tried it though, but I like it. It seems like your driver is doing like that automatically, depending on how the road is, and it actually might be a good idea. Is it compatible with all trucks? I don't know how it plays with track IR though, if you notice it so much. Yeah, exactly. That was my next question, Cheng. You know, if Kirill watches this, that he will be laughing at all our speculation. Yes. Either laughing or getting so frustrated. But yeah, usually he messages me. He does watch the VODs when he has time. And usually he messages me his comments. So if he sees or if he watches that 4K comment, I might get I might get it. I'll wait for his message. It's compatible pretty much. That's good. Maybe I'll try it out sometime. I just never got around to doing it, but yeah, might be worth taking a look. I'm cooked. And there we go with the skybox bug. Not transitioning gradually, but abruptly, and with the stutters beforehand. Exactly, Alex. Oh crap. This is a bit steep. You'll get back to trucking very soon. That's very good to hear. Oh, and that's very good to see. Sunset hype. Crap, I forgot to save the game. I hope it survives this. Looking for a tree to winch to. Oh my goodness, yeah. Okay, it's a bit dark, but it is so beautiful, this sky. Goodness. Yeah. Too bad you can't see the truck anymore, but that's why it's sunset. Oh, that just looks so good. Maybe we can get something with the truck in somehow. Nah, I think we're good with that. I think that is a better chance of getting Rohan certified. There we go. Shoo. This is so good looking. For sure, this is one of the new skyboxes. I don't think I've seen this before. It's a bit late sunset in here though. Maybe this is still for summer timing. 9 PM. And the sun is only starting to set. The sun has just set. I think there is an adjustment that is needed for the time zones and whatnot. I'm really trying to control myself because I almost took a picture there again because we crossed the bridge. Okay. Alright, Scotsman. Happy foggy weathering. Have a good night, man. Have a great weekend and catch you on Discord. Thanks for being here. Yes. Hope it doesn't crash anymore. Now this here is smooth. It might be the map. It might be the map that's causing it. Because when you don't have many objects like this, it's super smooth. But when you get to the cities, that might be pushing it over the edge. Or it could be everything because I have so many mods. I have maybe it's this map plus maybe the custom trailers from the trailer pack, from the Pro Mods trailer pack. Might be what's causing it. All the lagginess. And this is why vanilla is so smooth. Because each mod you add, bit by bit, slows down your system. Although I would say the price is worth it. I didn't know I had high beams on. There. Squiggly wheel. Oh, sorry. Man, shaky in here. I wonder how the Momo's air seats would behave with this. We're doing like that all over. Maybe I should just buy an air seat so that you can also see me bobbing up and down. Oh crap, that truck. You're taking on a lot of roles today, Alex. You're taking on a lot of roles today. 1500 km to go. And yes, for sure we are experiencing the skybox issue again. Yes, it's not just you. I'm also stuttering. I put in a approved turn by that AI truck. The hard thing about this truck is if you look at the back, you can't see anything at all. Because the thing at our backs is wider than the truck itself. And it starts crying again. Let's not wait for it to finish. Excellent. Okay, this time I wasn't late. Good. Beautiful southern region. This time though, let us take a job somewhere in Pro Mods just to compare how the performance is. So what would you guys recommend? Where do we want to go and explore? You can maybe do one short job. GG, that difficult working. It's harder than it looked. I just made it look easy. That's how pro I am. Maybe not London, because London is also very heavy. Something more optimized. Let's see. What's a new area that we want to explore? Oh, this bit. This is, although this was the silent trucking episode I did. The new stretch from Sweden to Finland. Pure unadulterated skill. Yeah, you don't get to see that very often. Let's go and check out Finland, maybe? Finland might work. Let's see Rovaniemi. Let's see if we have a job somewhere. Although, what time is it? It will be pitch black. Do we want to do a job that takes that long? Because on one end, I want to see in the night in foggy weather. On the other end, we won't see the sky anymore. We won't see the daylight. And we won't see the sceneries anymore on the map itself, on the cities that we're traveling to. Although we'll see more of the night sky if there's a difference with the new foggy weather beta. So which do you guys prefer? The night sky or the better lighting? New water textures looks amazing. Was there which one? The particles? Oh, wait a minute. We can go here. Trondheim going south. That can work. We can do a short job at night like this, and then let's see how it works in the morning. That actual sea and lake water is awesome now. Oh, did he change something in it really? Because it looked so good when we passed by one earlier. I was thinking it was because it was reflecting the beautiful sky. That's why it looked beautiful as well. But I didn't know it was also changing. Oh, wait a minute. It's now completely dark and now we can see more of the sky. Or the absence of it. It's pitch black now. Let's maybe just fly around. Oh, beautiful. The moon is even more beautiful than before. And now it's actually a full moon. Nice. Goodness. That looks good. Super dark though. Even in the cities, it's a bit dark. That can be a shot right there. New water textures included. Oh, cool. Alright. Then maybe if that's the case... Okay, let me set the time to... 7? Right. And then let's go to one of the best water spots, best coastal views that I've seen in this game, which is somewhere in here if I remember correctly. Which country is this, guys? I can't remember which one is it though. I think it's this one. Scenic. Or was it this one? I can't remember. I think it's this one, Scenic. Let's go there. Oh, did you see that? Easter egg hype. I think you've seen that already from Jay. But for those who haven't seen yet, an Easter egg. Foggy Weather, made by Gearshift Trucker. You know when that thing when before the textures load, the models load in. Croatia, there you go. Croatia. Wow, this looks beautiful. That looks so good. Okay, let's stop by a fuel station. I'm not sure if we really fit in this scenario, but let's see. Oh, not freight market. Cargo. Let's pick that one. There we go, lots of choices. Is there something that goes south? Lots of choices, nowhere where we want to go. Let's go to Split. Invaded by the Russian army. We are in a reconnaissance mission. Hello? Oh, there it is. Is there no job here in Split? Maybe not, huh? Maybe not. Part of the Red Army confirmed. It's our little secret. Now, do you have jobs in there? If not, then we can simply drive down. We can simply drive down and just enjoy the scenery. Nope, no jobs in Split. Okay, let's just go to Scenic. Let's just go there. If I remember correctly, this should be the coast, but I might be mistaken. That one. Where is this going? Reset that. Go to Scenic. There you go. Okay, let's just enjoy a leisurely pace here. And let's observe if the skybox issue happens here too. Because I remember it happening to me even when I first loaded the ETS2 profile I have for the main series. So it does happen as well, but maybe not as often. It does feel a lot smoother in here though, even inside cities. That's Pro Mods optimizations for you. Nearing SES levels now. Happened to you in England and Ireland. Good. I feel so out of place here. Something doesn't fit. I think our camouflage might be a bit wacky. Perfect timing. It's been a while since we've been here, huh? I remember we explored this when 2.30 came out, or before 2.30 came out. So beautiful. Like, I know nothing about Croatia, but what I see here, man, really impressed. Zagreb. Even the traffic lights are different, I think. Those must be Croatia specific ones. is a lot smoother. It is a lot smoother. Not invisible like that one in Russia. Let's hope so. Yeah, I think foggy weather in southern region, they don't mix well at the moment because there's just too much to load. Because right now, it's very smooth for us, isn't it? I think I'm also going to keep the parameters. I think it works well with my system. I'm not sure how much they help, but I don't think they hurt. I get a glimpse of the water in here. No wonder it looks so good. It's also improved. I'm excited to see the ocean. Or is it the ocean? No, it's the sea. What sea is that in the west of Croatia? Is it the Dead Sea? Oh man, I'm really bad at geography. Yeah, this is much better performance. Definitely. Wrong gear slot. Adriatic Sea. I would have had no clue otherwise. Thank you. Trains. The Scotsman isn't here no more. That's quite a long train, actually. Very nice. I think we can call it. I think it's. Yeah, usually that happens. That skybox issue happens when there are lots of things to load in the game. At least that's how we observe it so far. Like in this map, which is more optimized, we don't get the skybox issues as much. We haven't gotten it so far. Let's see. Yeah, that's a good point. He doesn't want to miss out on the views. Although he doesn't have the best view, to be fair. Right in the middle is that huge pillar. But he is quite looking to the left, isn't he? Yeah, I don't think he wants to miss it either. The skull is scary. Yeah, it's perfect for Halloween. Prefer animals in the cab. But yeah, I thought it would add to the Russian, how do you say, feels. Not really Russian, having a skull there, but I think it's part of the military fierceness. Or is it just me? Thank you for following and welcome to the channel. Please feel free to say hi so we can all greet you. Or if you would prefer to lurk, no worries. More than welcome to do so. You want the German Shepherd bobblehead from the community event. Oh crap, I completely forgot about that. Yeah, they have that as a... Man, I want that too. Now I have to work on the community event. Until when can we do it? 10 jobs. I have to do 10 jobs in non-pro mods areas and having not my own trailer. That sucks a bit. Oh man, look at that. Yeah, thank you for pointing it out to me. So that's why the water looked so good. I thought it was simply because of the textures. Yeah, that's the one. And there. Feel free to join the Discord server too. Thanks for the link, Alex. No finish date. Maybe when the community event is finished. Maybe when the goal is reached, rather. I remember us taking a shot here. and it looked very different. Oh yeah. Yes, I'm thinking along the same lines. That might be it. Let's hope I have enough time for it. Yeah, we can take a shot like that. Beautiful reflections. It's gonna take a minute. Do you guys know how far we're at already? Does it show here? I think I have to load the website. Let's say, yeah, the shepherd bobblehead and the under the bridge menu background. Statue of a golden stag. I didn't see that. And then personal contribution. This is the only thing I saw. Yeah, the personal reward of the Brandenburg Gate and the 3 random country pennants, which I don't really use anyway. Just under 10 million now. Wow. Okay. Looks like I have a lot of catching up to do. Thanks. Let's see if I'll be inclined enough to do some jobs. Oh crap. Didn't see the traffic light. Clumsy trucking. Just close your eyes and teleport. I wish you could do that in World of Trucks. Yeah, can't TP unfortunately. No cheating allowed. Very nice place, this one. Picking up jobs, yes. That works. Yeah, at least you don't have to drive all the way there. You only can't TP when you've actually taken the job already. Same here. I can drive one way, but going to that place, it's a bit too hardcore for me. I TP just going there. Yeah, you've done that before. Unfortunately. But it's good. It's good. Make sure that everyone is playing with the rules. I also like how the mugs are reflecting now. Very nice reflections. Very nice grill. Not too shiny anymore, but very reflective, which is pretty realistic. I like. Who knew? Setting up a mug could be so complicated. So many features so many settings you can tweak with these materials. Oh. Two mugs. Yeah. Couldn't choose. So I enabled both. Oh, here we are with the beautiful water textures. There we go. That's the one. Sorry, went out of my lane. That sounds like a good idea for a weekend. Whiskey with a beer chaser. Now, how do we take a screenshot of this? Let's try over there. Did I miss it? Did I actually miss the... Oh, there should be some more, I think. I hope. Now I think I might have missed it. The watery area. Thanks, Alex. We need to fuel up? Not really. Not really. How does the engine brake work? You assign a button to it. And then you have to activate it separately whenever you want to enable it. Was that your question? Okay, so that proves that the skybox issue is more apparent with maybe more complicated maps, more objects, because more chances of winning on the SCS skybox mug. So it was very common in southern region, but here not so much. Yes, like that. Okay, let's go and explore one last time before we finish the stream. And surprisingly, my light is holding out the entire stream. Didn't have to adjust it one bit. It's cooperating today, for a change. So we could maybe find something. A very short job. How about that? Is that new? Oh, it's so hard. It's so hard to know. So many places that are very hard to pronounce. Yeah, these might be the new ones actually. Let's see if we can check that out. Because those aren't translated to English yet, so I'm going to assume that those are the ones. My cup. No, I don't think they go anywhere. Okay, let's just teleport there. Maybe let's do some free roaming. Where was that? Somewhere here. Yeah, these two, I think. So you can start from Kadijengst. Then see these two, go there to Guamka. Foggy Weather even upgraded their light. That's how good it is. Affecting real world stuff. Scania engine brake is activated on the pedal. Ah, yes. Yes, you can set it up. You can set it up on any button you want. So for me, it's on my shifter. I'm using the MAN shifter from ALMAR. There is an extra button on it. Normally it's used for the clutch, I've heard. But I'm using it for the engine brake because I have a clutch pedal anyway. Shoo. Explosive. Okay, so let us go here. Right? That should be pretty interesting. 96 kilometers, but I bet that will take longer because of all the windy roads that we have to take. And I'm not sure if this is the new one, but I'm going to assume it is because it's in Russian and I haven't been there yet. Oh, the new dust particles. Yeah, the new dust particles. Very nice, very subtle. Actually, not just subtle. It's more like powerful and subtle. I like it. I like the animations in there as well. On a Scania in real life, if you press the pedal just a little bit, it only activates the engine brake and not the air brakes. Oh, really? Automatic engine brakes, huh? Nice. Doesn't it also enable the retarder by default when you step on the brakes? I think many of the modern trucks do that now. Which gear do I go to? Here. That is if you activated the engine brake button on the dash. Ah, so you enable it, and then when you step on the brake lightly, you can have engine brake only. That's very nice. So you don't have multiple buttons, and if it's in the pedal, you don't have to take your hands off the wheel. That is very smart design. The one you drove didn't have retarder. Ah, I see. So in Brazil, do you have like... What kind of trucks do you have? Like European, American, or a mix of both? I would have thought you would have more American trucks. But maybe that's a wrong assumption. European trucks only. Ah, okay. I see. Nice. Here in Singapore, we have European and Asian trucks, but no American trucks. They're too large for the roads here. So we have a lot of full saucing here. Jack would love it here. But we also have some Scanias, Actressi. Only American brand was somewhat used to the international. Ah, okay, I see. It's getting a bit stuttery. I'm not sure if it's just the city loading. But this looks beautiful, doesn't it? The trees, the alignment of trees is something else. This looks so scenic, although it is a bit laggy. Southern region has always been on the laggy side. At least it's because, I mean, with all the details in there, can we fit in? 5 meters, we should be fine. Sorry. My bad. Discovered. How do you even pronounce that? Yep, it's going somewhere. Also, long-nose trucks are allowed here, so we have lots of these Scania and old gems like the 1938, MB 1938 and Volvo NH. Cool, man. I think the Scania T. I think I got a mod at one point that was for the South American market. Yeah, the Scania T for South America, if I remember correctly. That may be what you're referring to. Brake. Very poor braking on this truck. The engine brake barely does anything. Oh my goodness, this looks so good. Now we can enjoy the fullness of the water textures. Yes. Let me go straight a bit more. Oh, that looks good. That looks really good. That's a very tight bridge. Barely enough to fit two vehicles side by side. Yeah. And even if it is a bit on the framey side, I think it's more than worth it. You're not a truck driver yourself, but your dad has been one for like 40 years. Ah, you've been on a few trips and drove a Scania R440. How did it feel? Did it feel very different from how it is when you drive trucks in ETS2? Or is it a very comparable experience? Because I've heard some people actually became real truck drivers because of ETS2. That might be shot right there. Too bad the... What is this? River? It's a bit dried up. Can't see so many of the textures. But we do have a bit of it there. How about here? This looks like me being casified, getting the license. The wheel rotation. Ah, yes, yes. I remember in some mods they actually simulate this 1800 degrees of rotation. At least the in-game wheel would spin double than how your steering wheel is spinning. So it takes more circles to do a turn. But that also means it's more sensitive, so you can do finer adjustments in your heading. Under heavy surveillance. Yeah, I think they already know what kind of trouble I can get up to. It is a bit more stable now though compared to the first time that we went here. I'm not sure if I think Southern region was challenged when we went to Pro Mods, and when we got more optimized frames, it was saying I can do that too, and now it's showing off to us. Like, this is pretty smooth, right? Although granted, this is the outskirts now, so not a lot of cities, not a lot of buildings. So maybe that's why. Man, this looks so good. Now I think we're starting to belong in this setting. I really like the new Mexico Extremo map. I really want to get into it. I'm happy enough to pay for it. But I think I'll do that when the new Foggy Weather comes out, so we can do a combo with it. Although if the SES bug also exists there, then we might also encounter it, because Mexico Extremo is also on the framey side, right? It's like the southern region of ATS. Actually, that kind of makes sense, huh? The southern region of ATS. Kind of fitting. Because it literally is, right? Bit frame heavy. Have you tested the new Foggy Weather there, and have you been getting the flickering shadows and skybox issues? Sorry, you won't be able to because there's no beta yet. My bad. Yeah, we'll test it when it comes out. You've been using 1800 degree steering mods for the mouse steering. It's actually very nice. Yeah, I like it too. Like, I'm not very particular to have the steering wheel 1:1 with the physical with the game. I'd rather have the 1800 steering wheel in-game, just to simulate it. Nice one. Whoa! passing through. Don't mind us. This is like me. This is exactly what happened during one of our trails in Switzerland. I think I mentioned this already. There was a part of the trail where a cow was blocking the way. It was literally on the trail itself, and I didn't know what to do. That cow though, that is one beefy root. You can say that again. Let's take that. Oh my goodness. The more cows, the merrier. If only we had the great skybox here, we could make this the thumbnail. Hey, wait, maybe we can cheat it a bit. Oh, there's no skybox though. It doesn't mix well. It's not a cloudy climate, I think, so we won't get any clouds. So no, we can. Nice. Okay, we can do it. So pick your skybox, guys. Set Viva skybox. Cheater. Yes, we found the thumbnail for the VOD. Exactly. But we might have more. We probably won't get my favorite skybox here because it's daytime. That skybox of mine only appears near the end. Until what number does this go to? Or does it just not respond anymore when you reach a high number? No. I think let's say 300. Yeah, it maybe doesn't change anymore. Maybe it's the last item on the table index. I think I like that one. The Chinese smog skybox. Oh my goodness, that is so true. In some areas in China, that is real. Speaking of China, I'm going to Guangzhou again in December, early December, I think, for work. It's very nice there though, very well developed, and a lot of very tasty food. That I think wins the deal, doesn't it? Let's take another shot like that. The cow skybox. Looks like Beijing skybox. I like it though that they made it that you can actually pass through it without harming the cows. Man, we should have gone to this route a lot earlier. That cow almost made me crash my Python. Phew, close call. Glad to see your space trekking. Especially some eastern cities. Could post some pics of the scan you drove on Discord. Yes, please. Yes, please. I will give you the regular role. So when you post the photos from... You'll have to upload it first though. Upload it to Imager and then share the link with us so we can see. Because directly uploading photos in Discord is a sub-only benefit for now. The only thing that's missing are the cowbells. Although, to be honest, in Russia, I'm not sure if cowbells are a thing. Thanks. Crap, it's 11 already. Time flies so fast when you're having fun. Let us rest along the way. That is no entrance. At That is a bus stop. Oh, that was fast. Thanks a lot. Oh yeah, I forgot that you could do that as well. Thanks a lot, Alex. So now you can post your links, Gato. And we should be able to see it. You can post it in Trucksim. It's always nice to see real life pics of trucks, because they serve as a huge inspiration for when we're configuring our own trucks in-game. We should have stopped to nap with the cows. I think that would have been a good idea. I think we can stop here. Very nice industries. And yeah, we're not getting the skybox issue anymore. I think we're only getting it when you're in a city. It's more apparent. Yeah, now it's super smooth. Rest on grass. Let's go and rest here. This feels so real, doesn't it? It feels so real. Or surreal. Do we hear the cry from outside? You can't. It's actually shorter outside. The external sounds are different from the internal. You can only hear it crying from inside. Well, that is it. That is it for today's stream. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. Had a lot of fun tinkering with the settings, exploring the different skies, and enjoying the southern region, and driving in this one heck of a Russian truck. Thank you, Jay, if you're watching this later on. Thank you for the recommendation. Really like it. Thank you. Amazing. Thanks a lot. Thanks, Alex, as always, for helping moderate. And thank you, everybody, for joining in and enjoying this with me. Yurza, Gato, Barry, Sheng, and anyone else in the stream, thank you. What did you mean by your in-game settings? Is there anything special for this version of Foggy Weather? You mean changing the settings? No, it's mainly with the buffer. Changing the buffer to try and prevent the SES skybox issue, although I think it's not preventable. It's really a limitation on SES's side. When there are too many objects or something, it's caused by something. And it's more apparent with 8K textures. So, yes, thank you guys. Have a nice day. Have a great weekend. Catch you on Discord. And Clumsy Trucking. Thanks, and see you then. Bye-bye. Have a nice one.